Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm News 8 digital anchor Luke Laster here from the Wood TV live desk. Today is February 25th, and joining me, Emily Skydema, for a check of your weekend forecast. Emily, how are you this Friday?
I'm good. Ready for the weekend. Looks like a good one.
Yes, it does. It's getting there. It's getting there.
We're almost there.
Manageable. Let's pop up the radar here real quick. I'm not going to keep it up for long, but what are we looking at right now here as we enter the 4 o'clock hour on Friday?
So one exciting thing to point out, if you've been following along for the past almost 2 weeks now, we've been talking about how the Grand Rapids National Weather Service radar has been down for some repairs on the pedestal, but that was completed successfully. And right now the radar is not 100% operational, but it is up and we can use the data that's coming from it. Looks like they're still performing some calibration and kind of the last minute details, but we are getting radar data again, so that's exciting. And then just looking at that radar data, you can kind of see that we have a band of snow over Lake Michigan, and as our winds shift later today, it does look like we'll see some of that snow drifting back inland. Not as significant of an event as what we saw this morning, what we woke up to, but we do still have another chance of seeing some snowflakes.
And I want to start using these cameras a little more here, Emily.
Ooh.
I like this shot a little more than the radar.
That's a beautiful one. Some fresh snow on the ground. We've had kind of that mixture of sunshine and cloud cover throughout the day, and I think we'll see some more sunshine this weekend with just a few chances for light snow mixed in.
And ladies and gentlemen, we're going to start pulling up some graphics here as we dive into a little more detail. But again, if you have any questions, anything along those lines, hey Emily, hey Luke, those hashtags there right before our names, or right below our names, we'll be able to get your comments answered. So let's check out our snow reports from last night.
So we woke up this morning, like it or not, there was that fresh coating of snow on the ground. And for most of West Michigan, areas like Saranac, East Grand Rapids, Portage, down to Pawpaw, we saw about 1 to 3 inches of snow, but Big Rapids saw 6.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, so there were some areas north of Grand Rapids, portions of Newaygo County into Mecosta County. Those areas picked up a little bit more compared to everywhere else. Lansing ended up seeing about 4 inches, but for most of our viewing area here at Wood TV, we picked up right around 1 to 3, and we had some sun today, so that's already helping the melting process. I think a lot of those sidewalks and driveways will be in pretty good shape.
Emily, quick question for you. You have East Grand Rapids up here. Was there a big difference from other sides of Grand Rapids, like Northwest Grand Rapids? Did they see, significant difference from that 2.4?
That can happen. It's really impressive sometimes where you can see that huge difference just in the same city limits. The Grand Rapids Airport, which is where the National Weather Service Grand Rapids is, they picked up about 2.1. So a little bit of a difference, just a few tenths of an inch, but no major differences just through the city of Grand Rapids itself. And actually, this was a pretty consistent snowfall across most of West Michigan, with just those areas to our north seeing a noticeable difference.
And then hopping over to that future cast.
Yeah, so like I pointed out earlier, we had that band of snow that was over Lake Michigan, that is over Lake Michigan, and we'll see those winds shift direction a little bit later on today, so they'll be coming in more from the west, and that's going to help to push that snow inland. So overnight, it looks like inland areas will see a little bit more clearing. Closer to the lakeshore, we'll see a little bit more cloud cover, and we'll have a chance of seeing some snow. I think areas west of 131 will see less than an inch of snow, so it's not going to be much, but we could be seeing those snowflakes overnight, and some areas like Holland and South Haven, Benton Harbor could end up more in that half-inch to inch range.
And hopefully, Heather, that answers your question there. We just saw you post that at the beginning of the accumulation of snow. Thanks for watching here with us. Emily, let's go to Saturday and Sunday. I like what I'm seeing here.
Yeah, I like what I'm seeing too. It's certainly not a bad weekend at all. We'll see any of those flurries and light snow showers from tonight come to an end Saturday morning. Saturday morning, I think we'll start off with a bit more cloud cover and a few of those flurries. So as you're waking up Saturday, you're looking out the window and saying, where is the sunshine? It's going to come. It's just going to come probably late Saturday morning. And then the afternoon looks mostly sunny with temperatures around 30. It is going to be a bit breezy on Saturday, so if you have any outdoor plans,
in the morning,
maybe it won't feel exactly like we're around 30 degrees even in the afternoon with some higher wind speeds, but still a really nice day. And then Sunday, chance of seeing a few morning flurries generally east of Grand Rapids, then same situation where the sun comes back out and we'll end up in the mid-30s on Sunday.
Very nice. And those precip chances?
So going into March, which is kind of crazy to say, but
it is.
What's the first day? March? Tuesday, I think, of next week is the first day.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
And it's looking really quiet, which is a nice break for us in the
That's
weather
good.
department. For everyone who's been shoveling and driving through the snow and ice, because it has been pretty active. But yeah, next week looks fairly quiet. We have a few chances of seeing some light precip roll through. Temperatures will be at or slightly above average. And then right now we have a good chance of seeing maybe a wintry mix about a week from now, but that's over a week away, not our concern at the present point. The main point of this graphic is just to show you that it looks like we have some nice quiet and seasonal weather for about a week here.
We will take it.
Yes, absolutely. And looking forward to this weekend because that's going to be a nice one.
Yes. Emily, 5 and 6, what are we looking at this afternoon here?
Yeah, more details on the weekend forecast. We'll talk a little bit more about where temperatures are heading next week. Again, they should be around average, but there are a few days when it looks like we could be at least slightly above, so some nice days heading our way next week. And then we'll start to tap into those details of what we could see toward the end of next week.
Springtime on the horizon.
It's coming, yeah. Puddles everywhere, all of that good stuff.
Longer days.
Longer days. That makes a huge difference. Yeah, sunset tonight, 6:27 is what I have written down, and that you can notice for sure.
I usually leave here about 6:15, so it's nice to step outside and just not be pitch black.
It's so hard in the middle of winter when you come to work and it's dark, and you leave work and it's dark again. So yeah, those later and later sunsets, they make a big difference. And as someone who works the morning shift, I'm like, oh, it's still bright when I'm trying to sleep, but even I appreciate it so much.
Helps the mood, you know.
It does, absolutely. Sunshine is good for the soul.
Yes, it is. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for watching here. Emily, thanks for taking the time. Folks, we have the forecast attached to this stream. It'll take you over to woontv.com. All your Storm Teammate news you can find there. Have a great weekend, ladies and gentlemen. Cheers. Cheers to a good weekend.
Cheers.
We'll see you next week. Have a good one.